Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It's a little early start here this morning on Saturday morning. Wife's heading to town for something for 4-H. I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to go box up some eggs because she's going to do some early morning egg deliveries before she heads off for that. And then I got the girls today. So we got a couple things we got to take care of here this morning. I might see how the girls like playing in their fort in the barn while I go take the big tractor out and run a bale out to the sheep. And then this afternoon we've got a birthday party for one of Charlotte's friends we got to go to. And then somewhere in there we got a few potatoes to box up and dice up. We got to slice some carrots, do some meal prep because I got to leave the farm for business for next week for a couple days. And the wife's got one penguin hand right now. She had surgery. What day was that? Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Tuesday. Anyways, she went for carpal tunnel surgery, so she's flying with one wing right now. We also got to pick up another loop load today. Kind of hit the jackpot last week. We had half the bakery department come out, so we've haven't used up all our bread here yet. But yeah, well, we're not gonna go and throw it in the compost pile just yet because who knows, we might not get much today. So it's always good to keep it left to overlap, and then you see what you got, and then you can have a nice big Sunday dinner. Okay, so we're in the kitchen here now. We're gonna slow cook another chicken. You might recall from last weekend that I slow cooked one of our farm fresh chickens right here in the crock pot in white wine. It was fantastic until 7.5 hours later. I go to pull it out, go to put it on a cutting board. I was gonna dice it all up, put it into containers, do a little bit of meal prep, right? As they come across, it just like slid right off the meat fork and then boom, right onto the floor. So we had to play the 5-second roll game. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, but no white wine left. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do, what do you call this? Honey garlic? A honey garlic slow cooked chicken. So I've got some local honey here that a fella actually came out, he butchered a sheep right here on the farm, gave me a thing of honey. That was pretty cool. We got some garlic. If you're ever wondering how much garlic to use, you just use as much as you can stomach to peel, I guess. And then some, I don't have any fresh ginger, but we got some Watkins ginger we're gonna sprinkle in there. Put that on. I think we're gonna do about 6.5 hours. So it'll be ready for supper time. It's gonna be fantastic. How I do this, because it's gonna slow cook, I don't want all the flavor to happen in the bottom. What I want is I want to put everything on the top. And so we'll start with the honey. We'll put about 3 tablespoons. It's all gonna be 1 tablespoon, but there's about 3 tablespoons there. We'll put it right on top of the chicken. We'll put our garlic, we'll put our ginger, we'll put everything right on top of there. And as it heats up, it'll just drip down and then envelop all around the meat. And I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I'm hoping that's gonna be a one-way ticket to Flavor Town. All right, next for chopping the garlic. I got 6 cloves of garlic in here. You ever got one of, I don't know if you got one of these Tupperware things with a little pull handle on it. It's just like trying to start a lawnmower, but at the end of it, you get perfectly diced garlic. So we're gonna mash that up, throw her on top of that chicken, put the burner on, take the slow ride to Flavor Town. Good. Well, good afternoon. We're back from town. Had a good time at the birthday party. Stopped and picked up our loop load. And I think, you know, every week it's just something different. Every week it's just like you could never really guess what you're gonna get. I mean, we're gonna get some bakery, we're gonna get some produce, we're gonna get some meat, and then there's gonna be some random obscure stuff. So as I mentioned this morning, we had quite a bit of extra bread. I think we got like four of these big flats of bread last week, and we're like, what are we gonna do with all this bread? And we still have 1.5 of them. This week we only got 1 flat of bread, so that's what I kind of meant, like balancing stuff out. We got a box of meats, the dogs will be good, 1 box of produce, some bag salads, and then the strangest thing ever, we did get a jug of milk, and then 1 open jug of milk. That's weird. It's actually leaking. That's even better. And like 6 jugs of eggnog. So I'm just gonna pour that in a bucket of grain and let the chickens have at her there. Good thing when you do get obscure items like get a whole pile of milk. Well, kitties don't mind. Well, we've got some great news. The chicken made it into the container this time, out of the crock pot, without hitting the floor, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna ladle some of this honey garlic sauce into there just to kind of keep everything moist. And then when the wife gets back from 4-H, we'll dice it all up and get everybody fed.